Hello, Saibal. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. We
Okay.
are just waiting for a minute.
Okay, thank you.
So good afternoon, everyone. Uh, as we know that our sector is facing some challenges. Uh, so I mean, there is some problem. Sangeeta, you have to unmute yourself or something. So as all of us, we know that these credit information companies are registered with SICRA, and in SICRA, I mean, there is some certain confusions. And anyway, so Reserve Bank, I mean, it is not a new one. It is, I mean, this problem is old one from 2000, I think. 17, 18, it has started. So this your credit information companies have removed this societies and trust. Then lately uh, your what's the name of the institution, like Equifax, they have no, pre-5 mark, they have removed the name of this under Section 8 company. And it is, we know that these are smaller institutions, and but however, they are very important in the whole ecosystem of microfinance. A smaller institution doesn't mean that they don't have efficiency. Microfinance is a totally different ballgame. People need to understand, we to understand very well that if some risk happen, if a risk not being properly assessed on the ground, and the non-repayment happens, in the non-repayment can also ripple on the for-profit entities. So we are extremely careful about that one, and we are doing advocacy for a long time. Somehow our advocacy for bringing this SHG's member level data is seeing some light. However, now this is new thing has come into the our I mean, a new challenge has come in front of us. Fortunately, unfortunately, life of microfinance is very eventful. So this is another event, but possibly it will be somehow tackled, and we are looking forward for it. We have written to Reserve Bank of India. They have come back to us. We have sent them the data, required data and information. So now we are waiting for their response. I mean, yesterday, no, on Friday, I have talked to them. They told that in couple of days they'll be getting some response from our end. We are looking forward for that one. However, in the meantime, I mean, thanks to Annapurna, they have introduced us this Recordant, which a fintech company and having a membership with Equifax. So they can possibly help us to access the data. Although uploading of the data is out of question at this point of time. However, here this recordant can help us to access the data and get the report on the probable client. So we thought that instead of just writing a mail and introduce you, I have we have thought from Sadhan, we thought why not to get a presentation from Recordant that how can they help us? How can they help us to get the data? How can they help us to keep the risk I mean, not increasing the risk. So this is where we stand. I will be updating you from time to time on the responses of Reserve Bank of India. However, when we are seeing the challenge, we need to be a little bit, do some stopgap thing. Maybe it will be for long run. I have no idea at this point of time. So over to you, Nikhil, for your presentation.
Thank you very much. Thanks for introducing us, and also thank you for having us in the call. In this discussion, two more people from Recordant will be part of the discussion. Mr. Vinny Patro, he is the CEO. He's a forex entrepreneur, and he has been he's a founder, and he has been working in this space for 5 years now. So I'm sure he'll be able to answer a lot of questions. And also we have Rupa from our customer success team, who also wanted to gain a perspective on the specific pain points that you're going to express today. So we look forward to the discussion, and of course there'll be a lot of questions and there'll be a lot of discussions. We look forward to all of them. I request Vinny to start the presentation.
Hi everyone. First of all, thanks for giving us the opportunity.
I think Nikhil, you have to
No,
mute yourself.
your voice is not clear.
Is it better now?
Yes.
Is it better?
Better now.
Yeah. Thank you. So, first of all, thank you so much for coming forward to interact with us and give us this opportunity to talk to all of you. It's been my pleasure serving the lending institutions and the businesses who are having challenges with mitigating and even build some custom solutions. And thanks to our Equifax partnership,
Hello.
with which we today do a credit check for more than. Hello.
There is some internet issue, I think, from your side, Vinny.
Okay, 1 second. Is it better?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying, thanks to our partnership with Equifax, we've been able to now help businesses with more than 25,000 credit checks on a monthly basis. And today, as we speak, MFIs, of course, undergo and of course faces a lot of challenges. And what I thought, maybe I'll try to use a couple of slides to present you and also show you how the Equifax credit risk report for an individual would look like for doing the assessment and also lending. So I've just sent a request for sharing my screen. Can someone accept it?
Sangeeta, if you can accept it.
Yeah, I've shared these yeah, thank you. I got it. Before I dive in, let me know if you can see my screen.
Not
Is my
yet.
screen visible?
Yeah. Yes.
And now we can see it.
So before I dive in, just a little bit about our organizations. We are an organization which is completely technology built, helping small businesses and small lending institutions. We are one of those most comprehensive credit and collection software together. So we help in credit check as well as in collections. Uh, there are just about of 5-year-old organizations, about 11,500 businesses who are into giving credit and lending use our platform. We're also awarded one of the best fintech solutions in 2023. As mentioned, we have a high degree of certifications in data in terms of data privacy and security. That is AES 256 Gold encryption standards along with the ISO. But the main part of it today, which probably are for all our interests on the call today, is our partnership with Equifax as well. And then some of you may have come across the Diasra. There's also a Maharashtra-based NGO, the Section 8 company, which we work with them, and then we used to help them. Active association is not. We used to help them with businesses who are GST enabled to help them collect dues. Well, so why the way we understand today MFI's biggest challenge is inefficient risk management, and the risk management leading to a lot of challenges of lending and re-lending and all of that. So the way we see today, of course, the KYC is one part of it. Knowing your customer is not a big challenge, but then thanks to the amount of effort that has been put in to have the Aadhaar and all of that UIDs. But the credit history has always become sort of a challenging thing for MFIs. And I'm sure the RBI guidelines clearly says that one must only, lend after doing a proper credit check, and credit history should be checked through bureaus. At the same time, there are also issues that especially MFIs face is that not all of the borrowers may be having, they may not be having, the borrowers may not be having PAN numbers, but borrowers do definitely have an Aadhaar. Now, a few years, back, even Aadhaar-enabled credit search has been built across all technology interfaces so that to bring the credit history much more adherent in terms of inputting the Aadhaar and then getting out. At the same time, there are also challenges. There is a category called NTC, what we call an NTC is new to credit. When there is a new to credit, you might not find their credit history, but at the same time, it is very important for us to understand whether it is they might have taken credit, might not have taken, and where the reporting might not have happened. And this is also another challenge that India faces today, especially MFIs. All not MFIs, report the lending data. All right. So all of this is the challenges that we see. But typically, if you see my screen, the typical flow is that you do KYC and credit history, and then do risk assessment. Then you lend and you collect, of course, the money that is lent, and then from there again you want to re-lend, right? So this is a typical circle and cycle of a MFI. But one thing today we have a challenge is that businesses come back every MFIs come back and says that credit history नहीं तो कैसे करेंगे. तो क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री जहाँ पे मुश्किल लग रहा है, मतलब इसको आप जो आधार का इनपुट दिया है, आधार नंबर या पैन नंबर का भी इनपुट दिया है. So when you don't find a credit history with the credit bureau, that is when you have to find an alternate way to analyze, to do the risk assessment. This is where, as I pointed out, we're a comprehensive platform and technology platform. एक तरफ हमारा इक्फैक्स के साथ जो जुड़ा हुआ है, पार्टनरशिप्स के साथ जितने भी क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री रिपोर्ट्स हैं, दैट कैन बी एक्सेसिबल. But whenever there is a bureau is not having in the sense, most likely the RBI, it is not reported to through RBI platforms. That means you still can provide the lend. You can still lend the money, but then you can do a bank statement analysis. Now, bank statement analysis kabhi will no time time lagta hai, and then there are some times it is very difficult. Where this is also where we can also help you build a interface for you where we can analyze the bank statement and immediately give you some assessment based on the risk factors. Based on that, you can do an analysis, right? So this is typically how we look at it. I will basically show you one quick sample report of Equifax. Let me share that screen of Equifax report. So this is the Equifax report if you see here. But what we make sure that this report is made by a recordant with information that may be useful, that may be easier for MFIs to consume, right? So while of course this report also carries some of the KYC information like the date of birth and PAN number, if there is a passport number, driving license, Aadhaar, ration card, all of that, if they're available. And along with it, it also gives you कितने साल के इनका क्रेडिट अकाउंट्स के क्रेडिट अकाउंट्स का इंफॉर्मेशन है. मतलब फॉर एग्जांपल ओल्डेस्ट अकाउंट है, मतलब ओल्डेस्ट अकाउंट माने one of the loans that he had taken 8 years back or 9 years back. So here in this case, in this particular report that you're seeing on the screen, this particular person, Sarang Sahani, had taken it. One of his oldest loan is 8 years 11 months. His newest is वो 1 साल पहले इसने लिया है, right? Newest account in the sense newest credit account. जहाँ पे आप credit account wherever you are seeing, that means it is typically a loan taken, okay? And on the limit on credit cards. नहीं मतलब ये अभी ये credit cards के MFIs may not be very relevant, but what we can also build a little bit custom. If we have a very high volumes can be coming from your end, your ecosystem, then we can also look at give a limit on lending. So what it means is every credit score, based on the credit score, there is some limitation set by the with respect to RBI guidelines. There we can see whether he has any more limit to give, more limit to lend or not. So that can be looked at and built. So you can see payment history. This is the most important information. 95% on time payment, 90 plus days due का कभी किसी नहीं है, right? 1 to 90 days में 2% of his payments are done in 1 to 90 days. Otherwise, it's typically on time 95%. So this information आपको बहुत important है, then जरूरी है जब when you are actually giving money to somebody, right? Because that will help you to reduce your risk. And sometimes if you find this information very good person, you might want to give more money also. And it gives you an opportunity to do more business. ज़्यादा lending देने का option मिलेगा आपको. और इसके ऊपर भी और ये भी आप if you know that person, if you know this credit history is very well, in fact you can reduce a little bit of interest rate, and then where the customer, the borrower can want to take more money also, right? So this information that what I'm showing you on the screen is a very broad one, but if you see this particular graph, which is talking about different color codes, thing that is in green is very, very good. Primarily, we call excellent. 750 is low, it's okay. 700 is average. Anything less than 650, they don't recommend. Anything less than 550 is very bad. Anything less than 550 is very bad, right? So this report from Equifax will be shared. This is how it is. It has information in detail. Account type, कितने account type से कितने पैसा लिया है इसको, और कितने पेंडिंग किया है, कितने overdue amount है, कितने exposure है. So housing loan है, क्या loan है, whatever loans that are there, everything is available in this report in detail. But what is very important from our recording standpoint, हमारे जो platform हमने बनाया है, we can customize this also. मतलब customize माने आप for example आप MIFIs के लिए सारे मेरे को यही information चाहिए, ये particular format में चाहिए, वो भी हम कर सकते हैं. And then अभी whatever service we provide to today businesses every month on month, lending institutions month on month, बहुत सारे हमने customize किया भी हुआ है. So this is the sample report that we have today to share it with you, and this sample report can be shared in various formats based on the requirement also. One format is what I had shown you. which is a very very comprehensive format. आपके कुछ क्वेश्चंस होगा तो पूछ सकते हैं.
Yeah, Vinny, can you hear me?
Yes, please. I can.
So, yeah, so very basic question. Does it cover all types of loans, including MFI, personal, commercial, all, right?
All types of loans that have taken under the purview of RBI regulated environment, it is covered. Whether it is personal, two-wheeler loan, everything is covered, including.
कैन आई आस्क अजय, आपका हो गया ना? हाँ। मैंने ना निखिल के साथ मैंने 20 केसेस अन्नपूर्णा से आपके साथ शेयर किए थी, जो ऑलरेडी हाईमार्क के साथ मैंने इंक्वायरी की थी। जो 20 केसेस की हाईमार्क के साथ इंक्वायरी की थी, वहां से मुझे रिस्पॉन्ड भी मिला, उनका स्कोर भी आ गया। लेकिन थ्रू रिकॉर्डेंट, थ्रू इक्विफैक्स मुझे सिर्फ 7 केसेस के रिजल्ट आ गए और बाकी के पेंडिंग है। सो बाकी के पेंडिंग है तो क्यों है? तो आधार कार्ड नंबर जो है, उनके आधार कार्ड नंबर के ऊपर उनका कांटेक्ट नंबर है, तो वो कांटेक्ट नंबर मैच नहीं है, लिंक नहीं है, दैट्स व्हाई द इक्विफैक्स का स्कोर नहीं आया वगैरह वगैरह। तो जो स्कोर मुझे हाईमार्क से मिल सकता है वो इक्विफैक्स से भी मिलना चाहिए। तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि उसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम है अभी तक। तो आपकी कुछ मीटिंग होने वाली है इक्विफैक्स के साथ, वो इशू सॉल्व होने के बाद ही मीन्स वी आर कंफर्टेबल, बिकॉज ईच एंड एवरी मेंबर दे हैव आधार कार्ड, देन वो क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री उनकी मिलनी चाहिए। तो इसके बारे में मैंने आज ही सुबह निखिल से बात की थी। तो सी, हमें हर एक मेंबर का डेटा मिलना चाहिए इफ देयर इज एन केवाईसी। इफ देर इज नो केवाईसी, देन हम
करेक्ट
ये नहीं
करेक्ट.
कहेंगे कि हाँ। और मैं ऐसे नहीं कर सकती कि वी आर गिविंग अ लोन विद इन अ ग्रुप, सो 5 में से 2 मेंबर की इंक्वायरी करे और 3 की नहीं करे क्योंकि रिजल्ट इक्विफैक्स नहीं है, ऐसे हमें नहीं चलेगा। सो 100% लोगों की इंक्वायरीज मिलनी चाहिए, ये हमारा एक्चुअली हम ये इंसिस्ट करेंगे। तो
हाँ हाँ. सो उज्ज्वला जी, आई थिंक निखिल ने मेरे
या
साथ ये डिस्कशन किया हुआ है ऑलरेडी.
हम्म।
जो 20 केसेस दिया हुआ है उसमें हमको मिला है वो आधार नंबर एंड फोन नंबर का मैच नहीं हो रहे थे.
हम्म
राइट, दैट वाज द इशू.
हम्म
कुछ केसेस में क्या हो सकता है, इसीलिए हम लोग उसके ऊपर इंफॉर्मेशन नहीं दिया हुआ है. कभी कभी क्या हो सकता है, फॉर एग्जांपल क्रिफ आप बता रहे हैं, आप उनका क्रिफ से लिया हुआ है, सो वो पर्टिकुलर जो केस है हम इक्विफैक्स के साथ अब डिस्कस, ऑलरेडी हम मीटिंग सेटअप किया है, वी आर डिस्कसिंग दैट. बट एक चीज हम मेरी एक्सपीरियंस से बता रहा हूँ, आई थिंक बात बता मतलब एक जो चीज होता है, एक फोन नंबर के ऊपर कभी 2-3 रिपोर्ट्स भी निकलता है, क्योंकि ये लोग क्या है ना, ये एक नंबर और आधार जोड़े नहीं होता है. इन सच केसेस ऑल्सो वी आर नॉट गिविंग रिपोर्ट ऑल्सो. So I am also inquiring, is it the case of not having a report, or is it the case of multiple reports are there against this? For example, एक आधार, मेरे मेरे पास एक आधार नंबर है, इसके मेरा फोन नंबर से का साथ जुड़ा हुआ है, बट इन फ्यूचर लेट्स से अगले महीने मैंने नंबर चेंज किया हुआ है. ये पर्टिकुलर नंबर सिर्फ मैंने क्रेडिट ब्यूरो में अपडेट किया है, बट आधार में अपडेट नहीं किया. मतलब मेरे ऊपर दो इंफॉर्मेशन का चांसेस रहता है. मतलब दिस इज वेयर द कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी इज दैट समटाइम्स वन फोन नंबर, सॉरी, वन पर्सन माइट बी हैविंग मल्टीपल नंबर्स, बट यूनिक आईडी तो एक ही है. इन सच केसेस फोन नंबर नॉट मैपिंग विथ आधार might fall into a particular case. So this is where we are examining. We are going to come back to you on that definitely.
Okay, but the percentage is almost 50%, is too high. And there is an PAN card, so
No, ये
maybe
वही बता.
हाँ, पैन कार्ड अगर है ना तो एक्यूरेट डेटा आना ही चाहिए, नॉट नॉट नेसेसरी कि वो कॉन्टेक्ट नंबर के ऊपर। सो प्राइमरी चेक एंड सेकेंडरी चेक उसी के लिए रहता है ना क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट में। सो होना चाहिए ये
Correct, correct,
हमारा।
correct.
हाँ हाँ, बाकी
No, we
रिपोर्ट।
are working on that and
और दूसरी चीज मुझे एक पूछनी थी कि ये जो क्रेडिट ब्यूरो एजेंसीज है, ये सिर्फ सेक्शन 8 सॉरी एनबीएफसीज एंड स्मॉल फाइनेंस बैंक के लिए ही अलाउ की है, तो हाउ यू आर द मेंबर ऑफ इक्विफैक्स? व्हाट इज योर रजिस्ट्रेशन? यू आर अ कंपनी ना? कंपनी, योर रजिस्ट्रेशन इज
We are a
कंपनी.
company. We
हाँ.
are,
So how you
yeah, we are
under
a
this
company.
ICRA Act and all? So please can you
No,
elaborate?
we are a we come under, yeah, we come under the regulation called
Fintech.
non-specified user. Yeah, financial technology non-specified user, where we will get audited every quarter and every twice in a year, along the guidelines of RBI, to make sure that we are following the circa guidelines as well. But we are not allowed to store the data,
अच्छा.
whereas bureaus allows to store the data. That is the information.
अच्छा.
But we are allowed to access the data which is stored in the credit bureaus and pass on to the end user. The problem that we are solving for organization like yours, जहाँ पे आपका कम वॉल्यूम से या डायरेक्टली यूज करना मुश्किल होगा, that is where we are plugging in the gap. And कभी ये भी हो सकता है, credit bureau cannot give you analysis of bank statement, right? Whereas being a fintech, I will provide you credit bureau report through Equifax. At the same time, if that is not working, you want to do bank statement analysis, I can also give you a technology interface for that.
Okay. The bank statement
So
analysis.
alternate data also we'll be able to provide.
Okay. The bank statement analysis
Yeah,
means
sorry, go ahead.
the borrower's bank account details, वो हम आपको प्रोवाइड
Exactly.
करेंगे
Borrower
और
has to submit his
आप उन
bank.
बैंक के साथ कोऑर्डिनेट करेंगे, ऐसा?
No. Your borrower has to submit his bank statement. He has to upload the bank statement on the interface that we provide. वहां पे जो अपलोड करने के बाद तुरंत हम लोग उसका एनालिसिस करके आपको वापस इनका क्या रिस्क है करके दे सकते हैं.
मतलब जेरोक्स पीडीएफ लाइक दैट?
हाँ, चलेगा. PDF या जेरोक्स कॉपी.
अच्छा.
Winnie, I do have a question. Then what's the difference between you and these account aggregators?
हम्म.
Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
Winnie, I think there is an internet issue.
That is the difference between we account aggregator and
Winnie, in between
us.
you, we lost you. In between we lost you. If you can just start afresh.
Yeah, let me repeat. Is it better now?
Yeah, it's better.
Yeah, the difference between account aggregator and recordant is that account aggregator can directly access the bank statements from the bank itself. They are RBI regulated completely to access the bank statements from the bank's repository. We don't do that. We are not allowed to do that. In our interface, the user has to upload the bank statement for analysis.
So there is one question from me.
Yeah.
आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ हाँ.
I am अनिरुद्ध मिरीकर फ्रॉम संपदा सेक्शन 8 कंपनी. एक्चुअली जो आप कह रहे हो वो दैट इज फाइन. अब मेरा एक क्वेश्चन ऐसा है कि somebody टेक्स लोन फ्रॉम संपदा और वो तो डेटा उस पे जाने वाला नहीं है, और दूसरे कोई MFI से यानी जो सेक्शन 8 है या कोऑपरेटिव है उससे डेटा नहीं जाने वाला है. एंड एट द एंड अगर समझो चौथी MFI ने आपसे ये रिपोर्ट निकलवाया, तो एट द टाइम ऑफ प्रोक्योरिंग दैट रिपोर्ट उसमें दिखेगा उसके प्रीवियस लेंडर्स ओनली. तो डोंट यू थिंक दैट दिस
Correct.
डेटा विल बी ऑफ नो यूज टू दैट MFI?
100% सर, यू आर राइट. इसीलिए आप जो स्क्रीन पे देख रहे हैं नो क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री बैंक स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस, इसलिए हम MFIs के बोलते हैं आपका बैंक स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस करना बहुत बेटर रहता है, क्योंकि बहुत सारे MFIs ने दे आर नॉट रिपोर्टिंग द लोन्स. जहाँ पे MFIs रिपोर्ट नहीं कर रहे हैं तो ऑब्वियसली इनका लेटेस्ट कहाँ से लिया क्या लिया वो इन्फॉर्मेशन नहीं है. तो क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री 100, आपको क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री से ऊपर 100% डिपेंड करना इज नॉट समथिंग वेरी गुड. आपका जो क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री मिलेगा तो ठीक ठाक है. दिस इज लाइक, बट बेसिकली यू कैनॉट गिव लोन बाय KYC, राइट? क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री इज वन मोर पॉइंट, बट इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट इज बैंक स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस कर लीजिए क्रेडिट हिस्ट्री के साथ, देन इट इज फुल प्रूफ मेथड. because credit history में especially MFIs, if it is a proper banking system, NBFCs, they absolutely have an updated data. But in MFIs case, because many of the MFIs are not reporting, credit history sometimes misses the data, which is why we say bank statement analysis बहुत जरूरी है.
हाँ, अभी ये क्वेश्चन जरा थोड़ा सा दूसरी हिस्से लेते हैं हम. सी, अभी बैंक स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस इन केस ऑफ एमएफआईज हु आर हैविंग मेंबर्स ऑफ अराउंड से 50,000 1 लाख और समथिंग, तो इसके सबके बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स एक तो लेना, एक दैट इज वन चैलेंज. दूसरी इंपॉर्टेंट चीज, दैट इज नॉट अ प्रैक्टिस फ्रॉम प्रीवियस सो मेनी इयर्स, बैंक स्टेटमेंट एनालिसिस. अब दूसरी एक जो इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है कि जैसे कोई मेरे जैसा अकाउंट होल्डर है, आई विल हैव वन अकाउंट विच इज जनधन अकाउंट इन वन बैंक, एक डिस्ट्रिक्ट सेंट्रल कोऑपरेटिव में है, तीसरा एक दूसरे इसमें. तो दैट टाइम एक ही अकाउंट वो रिफ्लेक्ट करेगी और वो बोलेगी ये मेरा बैंक स्टेटमेंट है. तो ये सिचुएशन में फिर व्हाट विल बी द अनदर चेक फॉर इट?
नहीं सर, अभी एक सिस्टम है. तो सिस्टम है कि फोन नंबर पहले उनको पूछना चाहिए कितने बैंक अकाउंट्स हैं. आजकल ऑलरेडी वी हैव अ रेगुलेशन, इतने के ऊपर बैंक अकाउंट्स नहीं हो सकता है. करेक्ट ना? आप जैसे आप बता रहे हैं एग्जैक्टली प्रॉपर यूज केस है आपका. कितने एक इंडिविजुअल, बहुत सारे, मतलब बहुत सारे नहीं, दो तीन बैंक्स में अकाउंट्स हो सकता है. राइट ना? इस समय में जनरली ये तो है उनका पूरा बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स का अंडर साइनिंग सेइंग दैट जितना भी बैंक स्टेटमेंट्स है मेरा, जो मैं सबमिट कर रहा हूँ. राइट, बट दैट्स अ सॉल्यूशन टिपिकली फॉलोड. बट देर आर ऑलरेडी सॉल्यूशंस वेयर बेस्ड ऑन फोन नंबर. अभी हर बैंक फोन नंबर के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है. हर बैंक फोन नंबर के साथ जुड़ा हुआ है. Now, when you take the phone number, we can try to, I mean, this is again an account aggregator can do it. We will also find out if we can allow you to use that future through our technology. When phone number enter करने के बाद आपको मिल जाएगा कि कितने बैंक अकाउंट से, मतलब कितने बैंक अकाउंट से ये फोन नंबर के ऊपर. राइट, सो वो मिलने के बाद आपको पता चलेगा ठीक है यार, वो इनका 3 बैंक अकाउंट्स हैं और 3 में मतलब वो 2 दे रहा है बट तीसरा नहीं दे रहा है. देन यू वांट टू अंडरस्टैंड क्यों नहीं दे रहे हैं, मतलब उसमें क्या है. और उसके आपको समझ में आया वो तीसरा अकाउंट डॉर्मेंट हो गया, मतलब यूज ही नहीं कर रहा है. ठीक है, दो स्टेटमेंट से ऊपर आप रिस्क ले सकते हैं. सो आई थिंक द अमाउंट ऑफ risk assessment that can be done can go stepwise, but especially MFIs, because not reporting to the credit bureaus is one challenge of credit history. That is definitely can be met by bank statement analysis. In your multiple bank accounts also can be dealt with.
Vinny, I have another question just adding to
Yes.
what Ujjwala ji and Aniruddha ji mentioned. So here we are relying
Yeah.
heavily on the mobile number, which is linked to someone's Aadhaar card as well as with their bank account number, correct? Even to download the credit history and to look at the bank statement, which for the MFI, and again the elaborate process it goes through where taking the bank statement, uploading it on the portal. I think the one thing which is very critical is the consumer profile. Microfinance individuals who are borrowing from the microfinance institutions are low income household, mostly still living or dealing in the cash economy. So their bank statements would not tell much to you. Even if we are able to, first thing, it's very hard to get a bank statement from their side. And even if you get, there will be very minimum transaction history, especially except some pockets in urban areas. So I don't know how much this bank statement analysis will help. On the second hand, which is the credit history, if we are completely relying on the mobile number linkage with the Aadhaar card, majority of the rural households which microfinance institutions are offering do not have their bank, these mobile numbers are linked, or they change their mobile numbers very frequently. So I'm having a hard time in understanding where will this report help and will actually get that data, because right now when we download, let's say, CRIF data, it's completely based on the KYC, the high mark, their unique 12-digit number, which is there as a Aadhaar ID. Whether they have the mobile number linked to it or not, typically you will see. And I think reporting MFI data, most up to a level, it has already been sorted. Most of the major MFIs are reporting data, except
Yes.
few.
Yes.
So if you go to CRIF portal right now, and I think that's the issue, what is happening,
Yeah.
that because of the RBI guideline, now CRIF is revoking Section 8's access. And this is a second
Correct.
way which we have been trying to see if it can work or not. Because for both the examples mentioned, I see how would it help us. First thing, it's hard to get the data. If we get it, it would not feed correctly into your system and will not produce the output we are looking for.
Can you repeat last 5 seconds? I lost you.
Yeah,
Did we
so
get the data after that? Hello?
no, so I'm saying, like, first thing, it's very hard to get the data, bank statement, etc. And even if we get it, given their mobile numbers are still variable and are not very much linked to the bank or to the Aadhaar card, then those reports will still come out as blank, right? So I'm still kind of like having a hard time in
Last
understanding
5
what. Yeah, can you hear me?
Am I audible? Hello?
Yes, you are audible. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes. I think विनी सर के यहाँ पे इंटरनेट इशू है.
Okay.
अजय
Because
सर
I think,
आपका आवाज आ रहा है.
हाँ, बचा रहा है. Because I think, Saibal, I'm not sure if Vinny can hear, because I think what we are currently struggling with is CRIF has already revoked our access. It has already been done. Most
Yeah,
of
Vinny
the
got disconnected. He's joining back immediately.
okay, those accounts have been revoked now. There is no way we can download the Highmark reports, CRIF Highmark reports.
Let me answer from there. Sure.
And nor can report or update the existing data. So I think the
Sorry, I
situation.
got disconnected from there. Now I'm back here.
Recording in progress.
Yeah, please.
Ajay, if you want to complete it.
Yeah. So what I'm saying, Saibal, was that right now the CRIF, and again, I wanted to hear it from other Section 8 MFIs. What are their experiences? Because the situation is the CRIF access has been removed. We can't access people's profile, and hence it's very difficult to do underwriting. Second, there are thousands of customers which we currently have active, and I don't know how will it work when it comes to updating their existing data also. So these are the two questions which are currently on the very high priority. How do we access those reports to do underwriting? And then second, how do we update our data so that it's accessible to everyone? It's the latest and greatest.
सर एक क्वेश्चन सर मेरे साइड से है. सर मैं समिता से आनंद बोल रहा हूँ सर.
Okay.
सर एक्चुअली
Go ahead.
सेम कस्टमर का सर हमें एक आपका जो हमारे पास हम लोग जो एपीआई के थ्रू जो इंडिविजुअल्स क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन लेते हैं और बल्क इंफॉर्मेशन लेते हैं, दोनों में रिपोर्ट में सर डिस्क्रिपेंसी क्यों रहता है सर? जैसे कोई एमएफआई का डिटेल आपका बल्क में शो करता है और जो एपीआई के थ्रू हम लोग क्रेडिट रिपोर्ट लेते हैं उसमें नहीं आता है वो इंफॉर्मेशन.
ये शायद
आप बता रहे
आपको बता नहीं पाएगा.
CRIF
ये शायद आपको क्रेडिट इंफॉर्मेशन ब्यूरो से ही आपको पता करना पड़ेगा. बट आप लोग मेरे साथ बात कीजिएगा. आई विल ट्राई टू रिजॉल्व योर इशू.
Okay,
गिव यू आंसर.
we have separately shared mail with Equifax many times, and but issue is not yet resolved, sir.
ठीक है, मार्क कीजिएगा मुझे. आई विल मीन्स हमारे ऑफिस का. आई विल डेफिनेटली टेक केयर ऑफ.
Okay, sir.
I think Ajay Sharma was talking about a couple of scenarios. Can I speak, or do you want anyone else to comment?
Sure. No, please go ahead. I was just thinking to understand a bit more.
I think I think two cases you've talked about. Of course, the first case is that the MI5 is lot of MFIs saying definitely. I agree to that. So in terms of the age of the accounts, might not be very much updated, but then recent times MFIs have been able to, other than few, that I agree. The second aspect that you're talking about, the bank statement analysis part of it, and most of them are under cash economy. And what we have observed in the last 2 years, Ajay Sharma, is also that the number of people who are living in rural And thanks to UPI, UPIs obviously have to be connected with the bank accounts. And we've seen a lot of UPI transactions have been on the rise, significantly on the rise. This is, I'm sure, after the 2021, the second wave of COVID, the entire spectrum of the number of UPI transactions. Earlier, there was nothing that has gone up. That is one. Second, from a rural standpoint, the rural standpoint, urban standpoint, I agree with you, because you might have a limited information of the cash flows of the individual in the bank statement with rural as well. While it is urban, it could be more, right? Yeah. So this is one challenging of the bank statement part of it. But on the credit history side of it, what I was indicating about new NTC, NTC means a new to credit. In such cases, you might not have information at all, right? Because no one has reported. That is the case where you have to rely on something alternative. NTC category is a new to credit category. Now, the cases which you're talking about already, which have been reported by MFI and then already had taken a loan from somewhere and so on and so forth, as long as that is getting reported in credit history, that is good enough for you to use. Cases where NTC comes into the picture, like new to credit, and first time they're taking the credit, and that is when the bank statement analysis will become really, really useful, right? So this is what we were trying to indicate. And when it comes to cash economy, what they're doing under the cash economy, that is a typical challenging situation now. To put things in perspective, a technology platform like us or a data platform like us cannot solve, because it's a cash economy. We cannot give any indication of the data on that. But what we can help you in such cases is that do a proper KYC through our platform, where their phone number linked address to their Aadhaar linked address to any other ration card linked address, all of these addresses, and along with the social profiling. And social profiling can also be looked at. That can be an alternate solution that we can provide. Hello. Yeah. Did I answer your question, Ajay Sharma?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
One final question. What is the cost associated with these services which we offer? Is it like per report? How does it work?
So generally, it is always per report or per pull and per request. But this rate, the decision on how much we cost per request or per report is based upon the volume commitment on a monthly basis.
Okay. Any rough idea, or it's something?
Yeah. So it goes for the higher volumes. We have businesses which are providing even at more than 2,500. If you are committing, it comes at like 15 rupees, something like that, if I recall the exact pricing structure.
Okay. Understood. Thank you.
Yeah, 15 rupees per.
Thank you very much.
So
this is I'm talking about credit. Yeah, this is a credit report. For the other bank statement analysis, the prices may differ, but yeah, it will be on the same range.
Okay.
So yeah, I want to ask you something. Rahul Umekar this side from Bhopal Sharon Welfare Foundation. Hello.
Yes, please.
So
yes, please.
Yeah, you said the cost around 15 rupees. So it is included the bank statement analysis as well, or only the Equifax report?
No, it is only credit report cost.
Only credit report.
Only credit report.
Okay. And what about the voter ID? Do you have any arrangements? Then we can check the data from the voter ID, because Cref Highmark used to give the data from voter ID as well.
Yeah, so that's what I was mentioning. We can also give you a KYC solution through our interface, where you can check their ration cards, the voter ID, and then you can also check their Aadhaar and then driving license, other all identities, all government related identities can also be checked.
Okay. So what is the procedure? How can we get associated with you, and how can we start the working?
Sure. So I think so we can share the mutual details so that we can have an initial meeting. That's okay with you?
Yeah, sure. So will you give us some
Shaibalji,
kind of
would you like to connect with them directly?
So, hello.
Sorry.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
go ahead.
I'm saying, uh, we have to go to site only, or will get us some kind of a email address or some personal assistance for the arrangements, this kind of for new association?
So we can have a personal dedicated relationship manager who will make sure that the process is being taken care of.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, sir. One thing, actually, when we are working with CRIF IMARC and our branch team immediately take out uh, what we say, the credit information report from CRIF and immediately proceed for the CGT and GRT and all that processes coming to. So actually the TAT required for all those things is in minutes. So what will be the time required in order to access to these type of reports from
in minutes only, sir.
in
In
minutes?
minutes only. In fact, yeah, in few minutes only. But depending on how you are using the interface.
Okay.
For example, every month, every month out of 25,000 reports, almost 25,000 reports every month are to check by us, and then through check through our platform. Out of which 24,000 reports are accessed within less than 30 seconds.
Okay. No, actually, why I asked this question
Yeah,
was this Ujjwala, when she was mentioning, she has submitted some data for certain clients, and you have sent the reports for 50%.
that is only sample, sir. We have not we have not signed any agreement with Ujjwala ji, or it is only a sample information they provided. There is no agreement happened. Once the agreement happens, then only we can plug the interface and provide the faster service.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so much for giving us the opportunity. And I'm guessing that we will be connected to some of the people here who had shown interest to explore and discuss further. So that way we can take things forward. Yeah.
Yes.
Saivalji, are you there?
Yes, I.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Hello.
Hello.
Sangeeta,
Hello.
madam?
Sangeeta, if you can, because in between sometime I actually lost this connectivity.
Just concluded the first phase of the discussion.
Achha.
Yeah.
So, I mean, thank you for the presentation, Winnie and Nikhil. It's a very short time you have done this one. Thank you for that one. And we are now have now understood your proposal, that how do you work, and what would be the cost structure and what will be the time structure. Now it is open to our institutions who wants to take access to it, and we will circulate your number and everything to them, and they will take care of it. They will take it forward from here. So from our institute, you want to present something more?
Vinny, sir, you are
Winnie,
mute.
I want to just show you the entire platform, what we have.
okay.
Right from credit check onboarding, we do the dashboards for all your जितने भी lenders है, जितने भी आपका पैसा लिए हैं, सबको lender dashboards भी दे सकते हैं. उनका account statements automatically भी जा सकता है. पूरा हम वो कर सकते हैं, including उनका payment reminders भी जा सकते हैं. रिकवरी कलेक्शन रिकवर नोटिस भी हम एनेबल करते हैं. कस्टमर एनालिसिस करते हैं. कस्टमर एनालिसिस के ऊपर आपको रीलेंडिंग करना है नहीं करना है वो भी कर सकते हैं. सो दिस इज द एंटायर स्कोप ऑफ आवर प्लेटफॉर्म, एंड दिस इज व्हाट वी पावर बिजनेसेस विद एंड टू एंड. क्रेडिट से लेके कलेक्शंस तक आपको पूरा एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म में मिलता है, एंड दिस इज वेयर आवर स्ट्रेंथ इज ऑल्सो। हर चीज एक ही प्लेटफॉर्म पे। So this is what I thought, other than the topic of the discussion is only credit check, but I wanted to explain you this is our entire portfolio. And everything happens through technology, no manual dependency. इसको टेक्नोलॉजी इंप्लीमेंट करने का, उसका रन करने का, we will also provide dedicated managers. That is it, Saibilji. Sorry, I thought I wanted to share this and then I forgot, but then yes.
No, it's fine. It's
Before
fine.
we go ahead.
No, it's fine. So thank you very much. So, I mean, if you have any queries, please to let us know. And also, it would be good to take it forward at this point of time. It may be helpful. There are other agencies as well. So it is that we thought that this presentation will help us to understand at least that there are certain ways we can still access the data of Credit Information Bureau, apart from what Reserve Bank will come up with. So this is what it is. And there are other fintech agencies as well. But this is all of them work in the same pattern. There may be some like some difference, some deviation here, there, and maybe a little bit your structure, cost structuring and everything. But otherwise, the major thing is like this only. The overall, it's like that only. But it's a very good presentation. At least we could get some way ahead in the system. So thank you very much, and we will definitely we will circulate the phone number and your email IDs amongst our member. And if you can also write it in the box, Nikhil or Winnie, if you can write it in box, then our members can also
Nikhil is
email
writing right
ID,
now.
email ID and phone number. If you can do that one, then they can start discussing with you.
Yes. Also, if you can send us a mail about your phone number and email ID, contact person's number, email ID, then we can circulate with our members so that it will be easier for them. Yeah.
Yeah, got it. Got it.
Some of them might not have been able to join today. Yeah. So thank you very much. Several, we can
No,
conclude.
it's fine. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have already concluded. Thank you very much.
Thank you thank you all
Bye.
for joining this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone.